welcome back to my channel. Almost died. Today I'm finally going to be teaching you guys how to do a beginner level spin. Now a spin is something that I am not an expert in, but I feel like I've advanced enough to be able to teach you the basics of your 2-foot spin. We're not going to tackle toe spin today, we're going to tackle your heel toe spin. Now this is something that took me quite a while to get it down, and I'm still trying to work towards more than, let's say, 3 spins, which is the maximum I've hit so far. And this is also about a spin without pumping, which is a whole different subject by itself that I'm still trying to tackle. But basically the people that you see do like infinite spins is because they're pumping their legs as they're spinning. That's next level shit. We're not going to talk about that today. We're going to talk about how to just do a basic spin that makes you look cool in the disco, makes you look cool in the streets, but it's not yet at the level of, let's say, the gods. Okay, I'm excited. This is something that I've been wanting to cover for a while, and it's something that I got a lot of requests for, so I hope it's helpful for you guys. And yeah, of course, follow me on Instagram, like this video, subscribe to my channel if you like the video and want to see more videos like this. And it's extremely sunny, so I might put on my sunglasses because I cannot see anything. So okay, let's get into this video. Okay, so let me get comfortable. So if spins are completely new to you, the first thing we're going to tackle is getting into your heel toe spin stance. So what I do is the foot that I am, let's say, so if I like to turn to the right, I'm very dominantly right. So what I'm going to do is my right foot is going to be on my toes, my left foot is going to be on the heels. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to practice staying in that stance. So how do we do that? Part of it I've already covered in my 5 drills video, but it's kind of like you're pressing a gas pedal, right? So I'm pressing a gas pedal, so I'm just lifting up slightly, and I'm also pressing like a gas pedal with my heel, so I'm lifting up simultaneously and holding it. To hold this, my core needs to be tight, my legs need to be tensed, so my upper legs need to be tensed, and I'm going to hold it in that position. Core is tense. I'm going to turn to the right, so I am holding it, right? Holding this position. Pressing gas pedal, hold. I'm not extending my legs, my knees are staying soft. And naturally for this move, your legs are going to go slightly apart, which is why you have to tense your legs to keep it together. You don't want them to be next to each other like this, because then you don't have balance. They could be slightly apart, but I'm holding it. I'm very much tensed in my upper legs. They're rock hard right now. Because what will happen if you don't tense is you'll go, and you can never spin like that. Okay, it's just not going to work. So my legs are tense, my abs are tense. Heb je skates? Nee, nog niet. Kan je niet meedoen, hè? Like I say, you always have 2 legs, so we're going to do it with the alternate leg, just so you can learn to turn both sides.
Hi all, this is Editing D here. The wind picked up so much that you really couldn't hear what I was saying. So here I'm basically explaining how we can build up to a full hold by just doing it 1 second at a time. So 1, 2, and then you go 1, 2, 3, and then you build it up until you can stay in this hold.
Legs rock hard.
Now for this next step, we're going to pivot while holding this heel toe stance. And we're going to pivot 90 degrees first, just to get you used to that movement and the momentum of turning. So you get into your heel toe stance, and then you pivot using your hips to one side and continue doing it until you create a full circle. And once you've done one side, do the same on the other side, so you're used to both legs. In essence, a spin is a continuous 360 pivot, but to get there, we have to up it a notch.
Let's up it a notch.
The wind really was not my friend this day, but what we're going to do now is do 180 pivots. So instead of going 90 degrees, we're going to do a full half circle. Does that make sense? A full half circle? Anyway, half circles. And what will happen is when you do that circle, your legs will automatically try to draw back together. If it doesn't, use your muscles to draw your legs back together so that you end up with them next to each other. Try this a few times so you're comfortable with this movement. Okay, time to start our first spin. What a lot of people do is they throw themselves. Don't throw yourself, because then you have way too much momentum and then you're going to look like this, which is not cute, okay? So what you need to do is, instead of throwing, you're going to launch yourself upwards and then pivot like a rocket. So you launch upwards and pivot. Launch upwards and pivot.
Up. That's the basics of your turn. Now what else comes into play is your core. Your core has to keep you stable in order for you to keep on turning. So if I don't tense my core, what's going to happen is I'm going to sway.
So let's talk about arms. This is different for everybody, but I like to keep my arms shoulder width and shoulder height. Some people fully extend them, but I find that brings me out of balance and I kind of look like a struggling plane, which is not a cute look for me. But if this works for you, then definitely go ahead and do that.
I like to do is kind of push my chest forward, shoulder blades together. Because this stance is what's going to give you the right center of gravity. You're trying to put your head in level with your hips and your ankles to form one straight line. Alright, so I'm going to go up. Now let's troubleshoot. And what a lot of people have as an issue also is that they tend to put their weight on one leg instead of both. So you want to try to distribute your weight evenly between your 2 feet. So try in your head to keep your weight in the middle, red rod. Because this is an issue that I dealt with a lot, and I think a lot of people deal with, is the fact that the leg that is on the heel tends to want to go out and it takes you out of your spin. So you have to consciously train to push the toes of that foot, because it's up, inwards towards your other. So when you're in your spin, you push it inwards, kind of. It's something that you consciously have to think of, because what happens otherwise is that it goes out, takes you out of your spin. So you have to push it in. See, automatically my foot wants to go out. It's natural. It's a natural thing to go out. You're not used to keeping your feet like this. So mentally train yourself every time. In. 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 So you have to practice this about 1,000 times. But once you have it, you do the exact same on the other leg. The other leg is going to feel very, very weird because we're not used to turning on our bad side, but the more you're able to do both sides of all your moves, the more you're able to combine moves together and flow very effortlessly. For people who already know how to spin in one place, one of my favorite moves to do is actually spin while skating backwards. As you are skating backwards, you're going to use your leg that is usually on the toe, and you're going to make half a circle to already get you in the momentum of a spin. You do 1 or 2 spins. If you really tense your abs, you can actually stop immediately and turn your backwards momentum into spins and do multiple spins. So that might be a level too high, but just start with 1 spin and then continue skating. Going backwards, going backwards, going backwards. I make a half circle, I spin, I catch it with my opposite hip, and continue backwards skating. So, catch it opposite hip, continue backward skating. Now if this is a step too far for you, you can also do just a flat foot spin, which is going backwards, my feet are still flat, and I continue. Now this will slow you down, but it will get you used to the momentum of actually spinning while going backwards. Did I cover everything? I covered the heel toe stance, your manual, basically that's a manual. I covered your upper body stance. Core is tight, you know, I always say core, 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 core. Tense your legs to keep your legs together, and very important, the foot that is on the heel pointed inwards consciously all the time to continue your spin. And combine it with backward skating if you're at that level. So I guess that's it, guys. I'm so excited that I got to make this video. I hope it's helpful. If you have any other additional questions, ask it in the comments or ask it on Instagram. I always reply, or try to always reply to everybody. And yeah, let me know what other moves you guys will want the tutorial on. And thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and also share this video with friends and family. And I will see you guys in my next one. Thank you for watching.